you're not gonna be happy if you put the other person first. Like, why do your hobbies not matter? Why are you losing yourself to become a mold of what you think they want you to be? If you think that they're not who you want them to be, that's a conversation that you need to have, and or you need to like just keep doing you and stop worrying about what they think. If you're worrying about someone else thinks, that's just dangerous. That's not the right vibe.
Yeah. Everyone's always worried. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm worried if he's going to like me. What about, do you like him?
I was going to say, hello, stop pretending and forgetting, that the guy isn't trying to also swoon you.
Syd just burped me, which means my voice is clear.
Which means I think we're ready to rumble.
Wow.
Let's get ready to rumble. Did you like that?
Loved it.
Welcome back to a Straight Candid podcast where we take pride in saying the wrong thing, drinking too much caffeine, and talking too fast, as I'm doing right now. Here at Straight Candid, we love unfiltered, no edits, deletes, or drag and drops. Just two Minneapolis girls who hit record and keep it candid. Let's get into it.
Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Thanks for burping me before the episode.
You're welcome. I've had to give her a good on the back.
You want to know what's really funny? I used to have like kind of digestive problems like you did.
Yeah.
And I used to make my boyfriend at the time, my ex-boyfriend, I think it was like XX, but I would sit and we would, after dinner, I would sit on the couch and he would just burp me.
It was like your little routine.
It was like a little routine. Like how weird.
How did that kick off? Hey, can you burp me?
Yeah, I was like,
just after every meal.
I was like, is it sexy to you? Will you burp me really quick?
Sorry about that, buddy. Oh my God, it's a Monday. I will apologize right now because I got my second COVID shot, so I am COVID free in 2 weeks, I think it is. But either way, my arm hurts and I have a little cloud coming on of my brain. All of a sudden, I'm sitting at my work lunch and I'm like, I'm looking at someone really weird, and I didn't realize I was looking at her until she was looking at me, like giving me the eye back, of like, why are you looking at me like that? And I'm like, oh, okay, I must be okay. I'm like, I feel the cloud coming on. I felt this. I felt this before.
Your head's like
was
tilting.
No, I was leaning up at the table and I like tilted my head and I was looking at her like right next to her. I don't know.
She's like, ask. Take a picture, honey. It'll last
don't
longer.
Ask. Whatever.
But no, it's funny because when you sent me that audio message, you're like, yeah, I got the vaccine. I think I'm okay, but I'm having some fog of brain fog, brain cloud, cloudy brain.
I couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah. And as I was listening, I was like, yep, this podcast is going to be real interesting
so
today.
If I trail on to get a little random, I'm gonna blame it on that. I'm gonna just blame it on that.
Can I blame mine on something too?
You can blame it on. I'm trying to think of something.
I also got a shot of some sort today.
Had a shot.
Went to the doctor.
Liar.
Okay. Anyways.
Whatever. Okay. You guys, welcome back. It's Thursday. That means your ears are listening to us. Listen to us live. We have a few exciting things going on. Stop. Don't laugh at me. I can't talk. We have a class coming up at KLASS. That's with a K. KLASS. It's a fitness studio. Sophie can give you a little insight on that.
Yes. So you guys are listening on Thursday. So this Saturday,
Hurry
at 10:30 a.m. Syd and I are hosting a little workout class. So I know our first event was going to be a brewery live show, which we will do in the future.
We'll get there.
We're kind of kicking things off with a little workout class because both Syd and I are very passionate about health and fitness, staying healthy, lifting. So we're going to do a little HIIT strength workout this Saturday at KLASS in Uptown. It's called KLASS Minneapolis. This is a really cool studio. I believe... it was started by some Timberwolf dancers.
That's what I was going to say.
And so they have some fun dance classes. They have workout classes, booty pump classes.
Ooh.
Syd and I's workout will be a little more like full body, probably some cardio, some strength. It'll all fitness levels welcome. You can always modify. So if you're a little afraid to show up to something like this, just know Syd and I are very welcoming. Modifications are always offered.
And we'll show you what's going on.
And it'll be so fun. We're going to have some music pop in. So please come, bring your friends. Link is in our bio right now. And I know our link in our bio says like episode 28 or episode 27, but if you click on that and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see the class, buy the tickets, and then you'll also see Boachella tickets, which you guys still need to purchase.
People, go grab them. But just so you know, $16 for your first week. or actually, sorry, $16 for a drop-in class at KLASS.
Yes.
And then $5 for your first week. So I suggest doing the $5 option or whatever you got to do. Get in there, get a class, try some other stuff out, and see you at 10:30 Saturday morning.
Yeah, and we'll hang around after too, and
we'll chill,
chit chat. So there's also side note. You know those Herbalife shake shops?
Oh yeah,
there's one right by it.
Oh, there is,
and you can get like
I know what it is. Then.
It's on it, and I know people are always controversial, like that's healthy, that's not. But I fucking love those shakes, and you best believe I'll be getting a white wedding cake shake after that class.
That's the one I like.
Yes.
Okay, I just like to get those if I'm feeling like I want a malt so bad. Get one of those bad boys.
Yes.
Boom, done.
So
Easy.
we'll go there after.
Delicious.
Fun.
Okay, that's exciting. What else do we have on the agenda for today?
I wanted to mention a little something about. So we mentioned a few episodes ago about a producer. We're looking for a producer. We are still looking for a straight candid producer. I will say that we've had a few people reach out, which is awesome. But we want to kind of have some options, and honestly, we want to like chat with you guys. We want to have a few people come in and kind of get to know the scene, see if you like it, see if we like you, see if we vibe. So please reach out if you're interested in that.
Yes.
And then I say housekeeping's done. Let's get on to our actual straight
candid
moments of the week.
Let's get ready to rumble. Do you want to go first? Don't ever do that.
Yeah, that was bad.
Go ahead.
Straight candid moments. Okay, let's get into it. Updates. Straight candid moment. Okay, so you know how I talked about how I was going to maybe dabble with hooking up with women, and I said I'd update you guys. Who are you texting?
Jordan.
She rude. Middle of my straight candid story, she whips out her phone, texting her boyfriend. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till you're done. Okay.
Ready. I just gotta call that.
What do you have to do? Send him a nude really quick?
Well, quick. I mean, it's fast. It was quick. Jeez.
Okay. Updates about me not feeling it with men because I'm just so sick of men hooking up. And Callan, remember episode 26? No, don't remember. With Callan and Hannah.
Yeah.
Callan was like, hey, have you hooked up with girls? You all thinking, oh, what did she do? Did she hook up with a girl? No, unfortunately I did not. But I did break my dry spell.
Oh, you did?
Yes. And if you don't know what dry spell is, let's just say I'm no longer dry, if you know what I mean. But it was an oldie but a goodie. I always go back to the same people because
that's what you mean. I'm like, what are you talking about, fool?
I trust their bodies. They trust my bodies. And
I get it.
Let me just tell you.
Was it needed?
It was needed. It was just one night, and it was very, very spicy numerous times, and I feel good.
Whoa!
But, okay, tell me if you think I'm wrong.
What?
So I feel like I can go, for example, I went a very long time without having sex.
Okay.
It was probably, 3-4 months. Felt really good. Didn't really feel like I needed it.
Yeah, that'll happen, though.
But then when you have it, you're like, oh, God, time for another round.
You're like, holy crap,
let's go. Crap. It almost is like a little taste, and then you're like, I can't.
Well, I feel like it's because your body releases those hormones, and it's like, oh my god, I need more.
So now I'm like, why did I do that?
Oh, so you can, so you kicked it off, and you're hungry for
but
more.
We will see. Okay,
you crazy lady. I'm glad you got a little something though.
Thanks, babe. Felt good. Okay, the other straight candid moment is someone made.
What? Oh, someone saw this on our story.
You guys, someone made me an OnlyFans account.
What the hell? I looked at like 35 videos or something. Yeah. That's in your screenshot. I was like, what are people getting this page? And it's like, what is the video?
Yeah. So someone made me an Instagram that was Candid Soph, but spelt a little differently. And they added like my recent photos. So it did look like my feed. They had my exact same bio, but then it had exclusive content. Click here.
What the hell?
And I'm like, there's no way. So I honestly, thanks to all you guys that messaged me, everyone's like, and I'm like, appreciate it, but I know already. But I click on it and laughing really hard because it's like, you want to play with my kitty. And
what in the hell?
I was honestly dying, but it got taken down right away because I honestly think it's from the story. So I literally made a story talking to the fake account. I'm like, hey, fake Candid Soph.
It just got taken down. It was gone.
Yeah. So now when you go look up the fake one, it's not there anymore. So it already got reported. Yeah.
God, what a weird little whoever is behind that. Mm-hmm. You are a little creeper.
Yeah. And I was like, dude.
I've had fake accounts too. They're freaking weird.
And like this person posted this booty shaking video on the Instagram story. And it was just like.
Booty shaking of who?
of someone's butt that was apparently my butt, but it wasn't my butt.
Wait, what did they have their face in it, or
No,
was it, like,
it was
faceless?
just-
So they I see what they were trying to do.
It was just a butt.
So somebody was using your face
Yeah.
to gain the following on their OnlyFans and then putting like their body in it.
Yeah, they were gonna get
That's
like people to
savage.
pay for subscription.
That's savage.
And I was being funny. I was talking to my friend. I was like, if I would have done that, like, first of all, honey, like, at least Zoom me. Let's set up a Zoom call so we can actually like make this work, rather than posting like a half-ass video. Like, if we're gonna go all in. And I would do a way better job.
People have way too much time on their hands, man.
Right?
That's like Catfish. I used to watch that show all the time. God, I love that show. I love that show.
I do love that show,
but
too.
I have to say, I remember one episode and the guy thought he was married to Katy Perry for 7 years and had never met her. I felt bad. That one's pretty bad. Like, buddy, come on, help him. He's like,
horrible.
no, I know, I have a ring. And they're like, what does that have to do with anything? She's not wearing the ring. And she's pretty sure
Was
she's
he
married to
devastated?
Russell Brand at the time. Like, what are you talking about? He was devastated.
Oh,
and this girl
poor
came out and
guy.
she laughed. She was like, you thought you were married to Katy Perry. It's been me all 7 years. I'm like, what?
What is this girl?
Psycho.
Too much time on her hands.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
Anyway, that's a little something to put in your back pocket. Go watch the Catfish episode of the Katy Perry guy. Is that all your straight candid moments?
Yeah, that's what I got for you.
God, you win. God dang it.
No, I don't. Let's hear it.
Well, my straight candid moment is that Soph and I took a little trip to Clinic Femina, and which was awesome. They are allowing us to try these treatment things. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like there's a trim and there's a tone, and basically I did the tone because I thought, oh, that'll be fun. I'll put it on my butt cheeks. Let's see what happens here. And I thought it was gonna be relaxing. I don't know, not relaxing, but I thought it was gonna be chill.
Yeah, you thought it would feel like
Jesus criminy. I was electrocuting my ass cheeks on the table in my thong with like 3 people in the room. Like,
with
I'm just,
me
like,
and 2
sweating.
and one old man and another man.
It was like, and the reason they were in there is because it was a treatment we're doing. We're all having conversations about the treatment so we can understand it better, yada, yada, yada. But my butt cheeks were literally, I explained the feeling to you.
Yeah.
And I said, if you took a handful of cords, you cut the cords so the little wiry pieces are sticking out, and you just went zzz, zzz, zzz on my ass every other freaking second. That's what it feels like.
I honestly thought that she was being dramatic, but she honestly was acting like she was in like a torture chamber. Like, we're going to go up a notch. Oh my God, we're going to go up a notch. Oh, how much is that? How much is that? Oh, you're going up? No. And then she started, I look over at her and her face is like wet with sweat. Like, she is
so
sweating.
sweaty.
There's beads of sweat on her forehead. And
20 minutes,
If
people.
you saw the Instagram video that I took of her, she honestly was in pain.
I wasn't joking. I was not joking. They're like, athletes use it to make their muscles bigger. I haven't been an athlete for a while. Like, it's been a while. So like my pain tolerance has clearly gone down.
Oh, shut up. You're an athlete.
I'm an athlete. Oh, yeah, totally. But dude, oh man. Like, no.
But actually, I will say that. So I believe the treatment is called Evolve.
Yes.
And there's the trim or the tone.
I think there's one more, but I'm blanking on what it is.
Trim, tone, or cut or something.
Yes.
But anyways, it's by Clinic Femina in Uptown.
Yes.
And they are sponsored. This podcast is technically sponsored by Clinic Femina. And I just want to say that, I mean, it was a really cool experience. We're going to be trying this treatment out a few more times. We'll keep you guys updated.
3 to 5 treatments. We'll give the time to test it.
I'll be honest, I'm a little more skeptical, but I thought, hey, why not? I'll give it a shot. So we'll keep you updated.
She's like, oh, what's the science behind this, huh? Like, trying to test them. But no, I mean, I'm definitely skeptical, but I am willing to try it and see if it works. And it's fairly expensive. And it's in other states and in like the Arizona community. So I figured, I'm like, God, if people are willing to pay this and like go back for it, there's got to be something good about it. So
I was
we'll
laughing.
report back.
I was laughing at Syd because every time I had like a little question or like, I was kind of pressing for answers, Syd would always be like, well, he's a doctor. Doctor. I'm like, okay.
Because Soph would be like, well, she's like, my dad's a doctor and he's not always right. And I was like, oh my. I'm like, dude, he's standing outside the door. Like, what the hell are you doing? Anyway, that's my butt cheek story.
God.
I'll report back next week because we're going this Friday and it's gonna be scary. So I'm scared.
Lie.
I'm scared. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sweating. Let me take a little sip of this.
My
I've been
armpits
obsessed with Propel lately.
Oh, good for you. I'm more of a water gal. You guys, this week's episode, we want to circle back to dating because that's what people like to hear from us. You guys love dating, and we've got a lot to say about dating. But the difference between this dating and the other ones that we've done is Hot Girl Summer's coming up, baby.
Woo woo!
Hot Girl Summer. And you can have a Hot Girl Summer if you're in a relationship or if you're single and just hanging around, fooling around. Who gives a shit? So
yes.
Enter Hot Girl Summer.
Hot Girl Summer. What's the song? Sing
Urban
the song.
Dictionary. What's it called? Hot Girls. Or wait.
Anyways, okay. Yes, I do. I did a little research as always because I do prep a little bit for episodes just because I want to bring you guys content. So, Urban Dictionary. I did not realize this is what Hot Girl Summer was. So listen carefully.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hot Girl Summer. A summer full of fun. Coach Meg, aka Megan Thee Stallion, the creator of Hot Girl Summer, said it best. Hot Girl Summer is about just being you, just having fun. It's turning up, driving the boat, and not giving a damn about what nobody's saying.
Ooh,
a summer
like
where
that.
you are in charge of your own happiness. Chase the bag, and we ain't crying over no man, period.
Oh
with
my
the
God.
T. And then my other favorite definition, Hot Girl Summer. Being a hoe.
That's what all it says?
Yeah. But I do want to say that
Can't wait to be used in a sentence. Can't be wait to be a hoe during Hot Girl Summer. That's what it said. That's so good.
But I will say, you know what? It's kind of like the word bitches, as in like you're a badass bitch. We're kind of taking back the word hoe. Like I'm gonna be a hoe, and what you gonna do about it, and what does that mean exactly?
Yeah,
you know. So it means you're gonna be the source of your own happiness this summer and not rely on any man. And I was like, wow.
And if you're in a relationship, you can still be freaking fun and do your own thing and spice up your relationship.
Yes.
Because it's summer, baby.
Yes.
Everybody's happy in the summer with a little vitamin D in the skin.
Yes.
Okay?
So Syd and I do kind of have, as you'll hear in this episode, we're going to have a little bit of different definitions of Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain more of the single side of things. Hot Girl Summer, how to date for Hot Girl Summer, how to not give a fuck for Hot Girl Summer. And Syd's going to talk Hot Girl Summer in terms of hot boy girl summer
Hell
in
yeah.
terms of a relationship. So
Either or. Sorry, I was laughing because Meg, my roommate, just came out here, walked in the door. What time is it? It's 5:20. Pours the biggest glass of red wine I've ever seen in my entire life and just cheerses me in the air and walks back in the room. I love
Get
her.
it, Meg.
Get it, Meg.
Okay, so
We love
my
you.
definition in not so urban dictionary form is it's a new form of women embracing their bodies, sexuality, and dating. And almost like dating like a man, which I'll get into later. And honestly, Hot Girl Summer is more than one season. I honestly like kind of encapsulate these values all year round because it's just kind of showing that you're confident. It's feeling good about yourself regardless of societal norms and this picture that men paint of a perfect woman.
Love that.
It's kind of rebellious. It's like a fuck you to the shaping of a mold. AKA Hot Girl Summer is a dude's biggest nightmare really because it kind of shows them that you don't need them.
Oh, baby.
And you're fine without a man. And
Which is true.
yeah, and that confidence that kind of radiates off of you, just there's something about that energy that you give off and all of a sudden you're going to find this attraction and people that are coming towards you without even trying. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's honestly all about confidence for Hot Girl Summer. If you want to wear a bikini and you want to trying to get snatched and shredded, I'll be honest, it's all about the confidence while you're wearing the bikini. It's not about like how you look in the bikini. It's how you're acting and how you portray that confidence. So
confidence changes your posture too. I will say that.
yes.
Because if you're standing tall and you're like feeling sexy and proud and standing, you're gonna have your shoulders up and rolled back.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just look better, like taller, because that's the height you're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So
Cool and confident is what
Just
it's about.
saying.
And I will say, like, I know I'll let me keep going for a second.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm fine.
I will say that I remember when we did the episode about assumptions about us and someone said like, you're hot. And I remember saying during the episode, I was like, yes, I'm confident. But I wish I would have said something like, yes, I'm confident. There are plenty of things that I am insecure about. Believe me. I just told Syd today before I got here that I literally cried on my floor yesterday because I was feeling thick. Like we all have those body image days. We all feel a certain way some days. But I try to do my best to find the parts of myself that I love and I focus on that confidence and that's the energy that I put out in the world. And that is a definition of a Hot Girl Summer.
Ooh, I like that.
We like it? Okay.
Damn.
So I have one thing I'm going to read to you about Hot Girl Summer.
I'm ready.
I'll do my single stuff and then we'll get into you.
Yeah,
How about
that's fine.
I'm going to read it to you. It's from a blog post, but I kind of want to get your take on it too.
I haven't read this, so I'm excited.
Yes. So this is from a Queen Session. It's a blog. It's a blog that provides inspiration and love towards women of color. So they have some cool content on there. Give it a look. But I'm going to go right into it.
Okay.
The question is this new form of feminism, aka Hot Girl Summer, changing the traditional ways of dating? Dating app stats have shown women are least active on the apps compared to male counterparts. The same stats show that women are becoming less interested in the idea of true love. Could this new culture shift be the reasoning? When you think of dating, your mind could wander to consensually seeing someone with the hope of a monogamous relationship. But the rules are different. More women are dating more than one person, living their best life while doing so. Multi-dating for women is not a new term, but is now being openly expressed and discussed within conversations. Our minds are adapting to dating like a man.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Right?
Damn. Okay. I agree with I think 100% of that. Like all the parts, I was like, oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because women are like being accepted, which it's not anybody's job to accept anybody. Like, get out of here with that. But like for dating multiple people at a time, not going into things looking for like my partner, my soulmate.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, not believing in soulmates and just believing in being happy and having fun and in the moment.
And seeing what comes.
Yeah. And I think that's healthy as hell. Like, I think that's beautiful.
I know you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So this might be kind of a difficult question to ask you, but if you were single, do you think you would be dating more than one person, or do you think you would like do like a phase and like date one, date another? I
don't. I definitely date multiple people at the same time. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like, it's not like dating. It's like I would text multiple people at the same time, go on multiple different dates.
Yeah. It's not like you're being
I'm not really a big hookup person just because I don't know. I just never have been. I'm more of like a relationship person in general. Maybe it's me not letting loose enough. I don't really know what that falls under, but it's just my personal preference. But I used to talk to like too many people at a time. Yeah. I got hate for it for a little bit. Like one time somebody figured it out, but it wasn't like I was committing to anything.
No.
And some of these people, I'm just texting them to get to know them. I haven't even gone on a date yet with them.
Exactly.
Like who gives a shit? I'm texting 4 people. I don't care what you think. And buddy, if you're going to freak out, clearly you need to do something more because you're not swooning me off my feet.
Yep.
Jordan swooned me off my feet. I dropped everything, everyone and everything. I didn't even text anybody back and explain it. I was like, Dunzo, I'm out. I'm talking to Jordan. That's it.
And then I remember once you found Jordan, you knew you wanted to pursue things.
Yeah.
If there was any ties with anything else, I remember you like making sure everyone knew that ties are broken. We're done. Like, and I was like, yes.
Because I didn't want anyone to get in the way. That's when you know you should be pursuing something. Is if you're afraid of something trailing into the way of what you're doing right now.
Exactly.
I like believe that to my core. Because if it's not enough to actually be like, I could maybe see myself being with him. Like, that's not enough. Keep looking because maybe is not good.
And that is why I agree with you. I think dating more than one person is very important. And that is why is because you got to have your options open in terms of if you are still iffy about someone or if you're still like, I don't know, like maybe he's my type, maybe he's not. You're not going to know unless you keep those doors open. And I think like it's a great way to decipher your preferences and ideas within a partner.
Exactly.
So I agree. I definitely date more than one person. But when I say date, that, like you said, I'm also not a huge hookup person. I'm very like careful about like STDs scare
the shit out of me, honestly.
I've honestly, I've never done a one night stand with some random, like I just cannot, it's like I might have one sexually active partner, but I definitely need to like date around to see what I want and who I like.
Exactly. And no shame if you've got multiple sexual partners. That's not what we're saying. Just be safe. That's all I gotta say. Be safe because I'm a freak about that stuff.
Yes.
I had something to say about that, but I just totally lost my train of thought because I liked what you said and I was like really intently listening.
Okay.
I was like, I need to hear that.
Do you want me to give my single tips and then we'll switch?
Yeah, because I like that order.
Interrupt me if you think of what you're about to say.
Okay.
So I got some tips for dating during a hot girl summer. And again, I know some of you are like, I'm not even looking for someone right now. I honestly don't even give 2 shits about men. It's about me and my girls this summer.
Love that.
Good for you. But all I'm saying is that energy from even that mentality will have men being attracted to you.
You're going to attract so many people.
So to the girls that are always looking and like your life is revolving around Hinge and finding a man and trying to settle down and finding Mr. Right, like all I'm saying is just be careful with that energy you're putting out because guys sense that. So if you want odds to be in your favor for dating during Hot Girl Summer and you are looking for Mr. Right or Mr. Hot Boy Summer, there are certain ways that we can kind of maneuver through it.
Spice it up.
Or at least that, honestly, I don't really know what I'm talking about. This is just experience and,
no, I like that.
You know, I feel like I give my friends dating tips a lot too. Because
I remembered what I was going to say.
Go for it.
I was just going to say the reason being like talking to multiple people, dating multiple people is because you learn who you are as you date all these different people. Like it sounds crazy. You're like, I don't want to play anybody. You're not playing anybody unless you feel you are. Like you'll know if you're playing somebody, and don't do that. Don't lie about your feelings. That's right?
Yes.
You're probably going to get to that. But all I was going to say was, as you date more people, you learn who you are. You learn what you like, what you don't like, what you can't stand, what you can get behind. Like, so really, you're doing yourself a favor by doing that. Okay.
I've been trying to put my mic down when you talk because I listen to the other episodes, and the whole time I'm just like, everything you say I do really agree with most of the time. So I sit there and I go, yeah, love, exactly. Yes, bitch. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I need to put the mic down.
I go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Dating tips, Hot Girl Summer. Step 1, especially after this quarantine and being locked in our apartments, our houses, and not being able to go out. If you want to put yourself in good positions for meeting people, say yes to everything this summer. And I mean it. Like if it's a boat party, yes. If you're still debating Boachella, get your fucking
Go buy your ticket. What
right
are you doing?
Now. Do you know how many people are going to be there and how many people you're going to meet?
Can I tell you guys this transparently? I think about, 200 people have already signed up?
Yeah.
It's 200.
It's crazy.
So this is not like, we're not kidding. Like, get your tickets now.
Also, link in our bio. Just scroll down. Boachella, purchase through our link in the bio if you want to support Syd and I.
Gracias.
Okay, night out. I used to say no to going out all the time. Now I will never say no again after this quarantine. Yes, I'll go out. You want to go? Sure. Slims? Sure. Jax? You got it. Going. Workout studio. You want to go work out in the morning, meet some people? Sure. Yes, we're going to do it. Here we go. Class on Saturday? I guess I'll go. All right. Step 2, confidence. We kind of already talked about this. It's all about that energy you're portraying. Even if you might not feel the best with your body image that day and you're going on a boat, or you maybe have a big zit on your forehead or something. Again, it's all about the confidence. Step 3, most important one. This is the steps or the advice I give to a lot of my girlfriends is don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Even if you're extremely obsessed, with this one dude and you're not in a relationship, let me just say, like Syd's, all of her eggs can be in Jordan's basket, but if you're single, single like me,
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
In your uterus. If you're single like me and you think you found the one, I still really like to make sure that I'm not 100% obsessed with this one person because you never know what's going on inside their head. And I know some people are like, I don't want to date more than one person, but you guys, it's not cheating. It's just about keeping your options open.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong if you're not in a relationship with seeing more than one person. That doesn't mean sexually. If you want it to mean sexually, go for it. Just be safe. But keep your options open. And let's say, you do meet Hot Boy Summer and you meet Mr. Right.
Hot Boy Summer.
There are still games that need to be played to kind of rope him in. And I know we're mature and I know we're like, okay, we don't want to play games anymore. Like we're 25, we're 30. I don't want to play games. But you guys, this is not manipulation kind of games. This is just a way to put your best foot forward and best version of yourself out there.
I like that.
Because there are certain ways to do it because I've had friends that are just so needy and they're just texting all the time and they're just obsessed about this one person and he senses that and then they back away and then you're left with nothing. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep your walls up. And I know this sounds bad, but like when I see a guy, I kind of, you know how you're innocent until proven guilty. I think it's the other way when it comes to dating. I think you're guilty until you're proven innocent because actions speak louder than words. So you have to prove it to me that you're going to treat me the right way. And then maybe I'll give you what you want, or maybe I'll start to reciprocate. But it just irks me when people just are so obsessed with this one thing because I just feel like
putting too much into one thing.
Yeah.
Plus your energy changes when you're feeling obsessive and you might just be excited, not obsessed.
Yes.
It just, it's okay to be pumped up and
exactly.
like hyped up about somebody, but
But you have
your energy is changing. You're not gonna, yourself. You're not going to be like that. Like after like 2 months, like no.
And also like kind of holding your standards a little higher like that, it kind of sets that precedent for how you expect to be treated if there were to be a relationship in the future.
Right.
And so some tips with kind of keeping the walls up and not seeming so needy is try to remain inconsistent. And what I mean by that, inconsistency is key. So for me, this could mean I text you, you text me, I text back within 30 seconds. You text me, I wait 3 days to text you back.
Whoa.
I will go, I want to show that person that I'm more interested in my hobbies and my passions than I am in him. Because guys also find that attractive. So don't be so available. Obviously you can text first sometimes and then you text back, you have a full conversation for 20 minutes back and forth, but then you get busy and you text back in 2 days. Just saying, when it starts, it works. I promise you. Okay. And last but not least, if this is Mr. Right, I would make him wait to have sex.
Thank you.
I'm saying, I know in the past we've talked about if you want to hook up.
Yeah.
Go for that. You can have a hookup buddy for that. But if you actually want someone to be interested and see you more than just something like a quick little sexual thing, I would make him wait to have sex and maybe start out as friends, nothing more, nothing less. Say there's no pressure. Tell him you have no expectations, but to have fun. And that's kind of it.
I like that. I like all those. Damn, you put some freaking thought into that.
I did it right before I got here.
I like that.
I started sweating when I was talking.
I agree with, I think all of them. I was like nodding my head to every single one. I don't think there's anything on there that I'm like, oh, when I was single, I didn't think that way. Like that's all that shit is good shit. You got to put yourself first. And like that'll transition into like the dating one for Hot Girl Summer. But it's like you're not going to be happy if you put the other person first. Like, why do your hobbies not matter? Why are you losing yourself to become a mold of what you think they want you to be? If you think that they're not who you want them to be, that's a conversation that you need to have. And or you need to like just keep doing you and stop worrying about what they think. If you're worrying about someone else thinks, that's just dangerous. That's not the right vibe.
Yeah. Everyone's always worried. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm worried if he's going to like me. What about, do you like him?
I was going to say, hello, stop pretending and forgetting, that the guy isn't trying to also swoon you. It's called courting. Remember they use that word?
Oh.
Court. That's what somebody used today. I was like, oh, I need to use that word tonight.
I like that.
Like, because what in old terms, the guy would court the girl, but then vice versa. Like, he's trying to win you over. You're trying to win him over. Stop just being conscious of the fact that you want to win them over. They're also interested in you. They're trying to win you over too. Oh, yeah.
Burp me again.
I know. Did you get it? Was that real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Can you make yourself burp, by the way?
I can if
I can too. I don't want to do it. I get the hiccups.
I don't want to do it either.
I get like a bubble.
That was a real burp because my Propel is going down fast.
Propel.
All right.
Sponsored. No, but I love all your points.
Thanks, babe.
Some of those transition, I feel like, into relationships, and I need to look at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Hot Girl Summer for relationships.
Hey.
Hi. Yes, I'm in a relationship, but that does not mean I'm losing myself. So here's the problem here. I think that we need to address right off the bat. Just because I'm in a relationship does not mean I'm going to have this conservative, quiet, codependent, non-active summer. I'm doing every single thing that I've ever wanted to do. Just have a person that I like to
and more.
Yeah, connect with, do some of the things with, and that's it. This person does not need to know every single thing that you're doing just because you're in a relationship with them. I'm super independent. Jordan is super independent. Sometimes I'll be like, did you get a haircut? And he's like, yeah, I did last Wednesday. I'm like, what? How did I not know that? Like, you know what I mean? You're like, how did I just not know that? I don't know. But it's like, it's okay. It's okay to have those things that you don't know about. It's okay to let them go do their thing. I have a little list of things to just make your hot girl summer better, but make your relationship better too. It's things that you need to be mindful of. Okay. First of all, low desire, high desire. That was the one you wanted me to bring up, right?
Yes.
We were talking about this. So usually in a relationship, there's somebody that has low sex desire and high sex desire. And that is tough because usually...
And I was going to say, not even usually. No matter what, one partner wants to have sex more than the other person. It's normal.
It's totally normal.
But how do we manage it?
Here's the thing. Nothing in a relationship is ever going to be perfect, but it should not be difficult. Okay. Not difficult, but it doesn't have to be perfect. There's always going to be things that you need to work on, but working on things is not fighting about things. Working on things is about talking about them. So low desire, high desire. The person with the high desire usually is one that is probably initiating a lot, but that high desire person doesn't always want to initiate.
Yeah.
So that low desire person has to meet them in the middle. Doesn't mean you have to have sex every time that they come onto you, but you need to come onto them to show that you're connected and you actually are curious in doing that. I think like a big insecurity in relationships is like the sexual drive and like worrying about if the person wants to have sex with them or not. Like that's scary. Yeah. Even if you've been together for a long time, you're like, crap, are they like used to me? Are they like not liking me? Like,
and you're afraid to get,
switch it
as
up.
the high desire partner, you're afraid to get turned down.
Yes. There's a fear of getting turned down, which is scary. So I was afraid of it. I'm not going to lie.
Can I say one thing too?
Totally.
I'm thinking of, so kind of a way to get around it. Like my initial tip right now would be ask the high desire partner, how many times typically a week do you want to have sex? Let's say they say, well, once a day, I need 7. And the low desire person says, okay, like mine is 2. Average it out. You're meeting in the middle. The low desire person, they might have to push through, give a little bit, maybe 2 more than they're used to. And high desire, you're backing up a little bit. So that's like what I thought of immediately.
Mindful of your people. Here, another thing is spice it up. Don't be so stagnant and like we go in the bedroom, the lights turn off. That's when things get freaky. I'm talking about everything though. Like sex wise, yes. Like switch it up. Be spontaneous. Do the things that you like think that you do or want to do that you actually never do. So like for instance, you say like, oh no, I'm totally frisky. Like I'm such a frisky girl. Like, you know what I mean? Or guy, like you're like, oh yeah, no, totally. I like do different things. Like, and then you just go home and you're like in the dark in the bed and that's like the only time you ever do anything. Do the things that you say you're going to do. Like try something different. This is the person that you trust.
Have you ever role played?
No, I'm not really into that.
I haven't either.
I'm not into that. I told okay, I have a story. I asked Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. I'm like spilling all the beans. I'm like, are you into role playing? He said no. And I was like, And I got kind of like down for a second. Then I thought about something funny and I go, what about if I dressed up as like a plumber?
That's what you thought of?
What? And I started laughing. I go, what if I dressed up as a plumber? I'm like, what if I had my little crack, sticking out and I was wearing some baggy man jeans. And I said like, I had my plunger in my hand and I said, hey, do you need your pipes checked out or what?
Did he say, actually, maybe I would like that? We
were laughing and we couldn't order dinner because we were at a restaurant. Like we had to ask the guy to come back because we were just like, like we couldn't stop.
I love out of everything we could have role played. You're like, oh, Jordan, you want me to do a plumber?
We're just so like,
that's so funny.
Serious. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. But that nobody, if you don't feel comfortable with role playing, don't do it. Don't be that guy. But I'm just saying, if you want to try like giving somebody like something exciting when they walk in the door from work, do it. Yeah. You should be comfortable with that person. Here's what I want to say though. Putting yourself first is important. Do not say no to plans just because you're worried you're going to miss out with that other person. Like, don't say no to that girl's trip or guy's trip, whatever you are, whoever you are, that's a whole weekend long because you're afraid you're going to miss out or because you're afraid that you're going to like maybe catch your person doing something you don't want them to do. That's scary. But if you are worried about you leaving for a weekend and him cheating on you, that is a bigger problem, my friend. That is not a problem about you. That's a relationship issue and a trust issue. So that's something you need to address later. But like, go do the fucking fun trips. I used to be worried that I'd miss out on something with my boyfriend or something like that. Like, your girlfriends are the most important people in your life and they always will be. And you need to lean on them and have fun with them. They should be your priority relationship. I hate to say it. You come first, then your girlfriends, and then your significant other. Personally, in my opinion. Okay, so I've been thinking about this one too. Fighting is normal, but yelling is not. That's something I want to address.
Whoa, say that again. I love that.
Fighting is normal, but yelling is not. Yelling and name calling. I want people to hear that. I feel like we say it a few times. We've said it before in our dating podcast, but it's like, it's dangerous.
Kai,
name calling is dangerous.
Kai's producing right now, and he just did like the money thing with his hands. Like,
no, he did the snaps.
Oh, he's like, yes, that is good.
Oh, I love
he's
that,
been in a 6-year relationship, so honestly,
That is bomb.
Yeah, this guy needs to come on here and give us some tips too.
I know. I'm going to ask him some tips.
Where are the men who want to be in 6-year relationships?
I'm not
Someone
sure.
show
There's
me.
one in our house apparently,
Yeah.
but geez, where are the others? Okay, keep things spicy. Spice it up. Don't be boring. Like for instance, like hot and steamy. Like go get something exciting. Surprise your partner. Wear, literally my friend told me to do this. Wear like a robe or like a long coat and like put a little spicy outfit on it underneath and just like surprise them. Fun.
See,
Or,
that's
like, pick
so
them
close
up.
to role playing. You
It
could do
is.
it. You should try it.
Okay, I'll try that one. But
Okay.
what I have to say is I've been really thinking about things that actually keep the relationship moving and going and like progressing and happy. You have to do little surprises. You have to give the effort. Like give a gift. Like I just ordered Jordan poopery. You're going to be like, what? That's your surprise? Wow, great.
I know what poopery is, and holy shit, would that be a good sponsor for us?
I know. I just thought, oh yeah.
Poopery,
Poopery, you out
hit
there?
us up.
Listen over here. But just do little acts of kindness too. If you know your person's love language, lean into that. Do something for them. Like you're not supposed to get comfortable, especially after even a year. Like if you're thinking long term with this person, shit, you got like 45, 50, 60 years to go. So if you're slowing down and not giving an effort now, red flag. Last thing I have to say about this in relationship terms is, because I want to talk about communication because we can talk about that mutually, is you should be looking for a person that's your now, not your later. If you can't
What do you
figure
mean?
out the now with them, they're not your later. Like you can't control the future. You don't know this person to their core. You don't know them until you've been with them for a long time and you're still changing and evolving in your 20s. So worry about the now and who you are and who you are with that person, how they make you feel. Do they make you grow? And then worry about the later. I think people think so. It's like we're dating and then after a year we should probably be a little more serious. And then after a year we move in and then after a year we get engaged. It's like, you can't be thinking about that right off the bat.
And then it gets really repetitive and habitual. And then each partner stops trying.
Yes.
And I know I'm not in a relationship, but I feel like the other partner needs to know that you also have the ability to leave.
Yes.
Because there's something about like the other partner knowing that you are independent enough and passionate enough about certain things in your life that you could leave, because there needs to be some sort of push for them to continue to be the partner that you deserve and that you should be respected.
I like that a lot.
Right?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Because that's why I think you and Jordan relationship is very special, is because you both are very independent and you both would be fine without each other.
We talk about that.
Yeah, like if you wanted, you could leave Jordan and you'd be just fine. Like obviously you'd figure shit out. And Jordan can do the same, and that keeps you both working hard to please each other.
Yeah, that doesn't mean like I have a missing piece.
No.
Like or that I wouldn't have a missing piece without him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I could leave and I would live. Like
Yeah.
I want him. I need him. Yes, but I'm independent. I can do my life, and that's a healthy thing. That's what I think people get confused on, is like you don't need to depend on your person. You shouldn't depend on your person. You should depend on yourself. You don't know your life.
Hot Girl Summer does not align with codependency at all. Like it's all about independence, whether that be single, whether that be in a relationship.
I think Hot Girl Summer definition for in a relationship is just like, do you.
Yeah.
Do the things with your girlfriend, be sexy, feel sexy, do things that make you feel sexy with him, do things that make you feel sexy alone, have those girls' nights, go party, let loose. And that's all. Put yourself first. That's it. That's all it is. You can have it both. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship. And Hot Girl Summer also means if you're with a dipwad that treats you like shit, you get out.
Leave him.
Leave that bitch. Slap him. Just kidding. Don't ever slap him. But I say slap him.
I just
slap him
realized
to the curb.
We're giving like all the girls advice, and I was like, dang,
I
like
know, poor
maybe
guys.
poor guys. Like I should give you some advice.
I love this. I love it.
Just in case there's a dude listening. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't know if you deserve advice.
Oh,
because
sheesh.
I think it's girls' time to shine and act like men who date. So maybe men should flip the switch, and maybe you should mold into what women expect you to be, which is a gentleman. And no more of that aggressive sexual makeouts. No more choking on the first date.
Scary.
No more not holding the door open. No more not texting back. You need to text first. You need to work for her. And you need to show that you're a gentleman. And that's my tip for you.
I like that. You can be tired at the end of the day, you guys in a relationship or single or wherever you're hanging out with. But if you're too tired to give an effort in your relationship, that means that you've got some thinking to do.
Yeah.
So
like I feel like I do deserve to be a little more on the lazy side of things.
Yeah.
But I don't expect that to a guy who wants to pursue me.
Yeah.
Like I want to be pursued.
Yeah.
So
You'd pursue him if you wanted him to, though.
yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you really did, though.
Yes. If I met the right guy, that's the
That's what I'm
issue.
saying.
It's like I
haven't
don't
met
know
the
what
right
it
guy.
is. I like keep thinking something's wrong with me, but then I'm thinking
No,
and I'm like,
nothing's wrong
I
with you.
honestly just haven't met the right person. And that's what it is. Period.
You'll feel it.
Yeah.
You'll feel it. You don't need a question like, is this someone that I want to be with?
Yeah.
Like, you won't feel like that.
Yeah.
So
And
let it slide. Let
and
it flow.
I've had tastes of that in my life, and it's great. And I'm looking for it again, but just we'll
It'll
see.
come. It's the worst when you feel it with somebody and it is the right person and you have this spark that like people talk about that I know what it is because I felt it before. And and I feel it now, but I'm saying like in prior stuff, but like when it is ruined, not because of you.
Yeah.
That's the worst. When you're like, I literally have to give up this feeling that I have and because they did something wrong. And you're like, fuck.
Oh, yeah,
that's the worst.
that's
Like letting
hard.
that go. Cause you're like, I didn't do anything wrong. To be honest, nothing was wrong with our relationship. They had bad actions that fucked it up. But that's a horrible feeling.
That is really hard.
Yeah,
That's a really good point.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. I wanted to play this little teensy weensy little game kind of because it's kind of fun to hear what Sophie thinks because she's going to be our like single Pringle and I'm in my relationship. Ooh, she's having fun. I'm apparently a grandpa. But these are just like opinions on the situation based on if you're single or in a relationship.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it.
Hit me.
I'll read them and I'll be like, ooh, that's I don't like that. Or like, ooh, that's totally fine if I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
And you're going to respond the same way.
Okay.
Okay. The person is a bad texter and only calls you.
You want me to go first? Only calls
They can be
me.
quick too.
I'm a really bad texter and I love Facetiming. So if I'm thinking in terms of myself, it's okay because I do that.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. For like and by the way, this is like if you're just like, maybe you've been on one date with him. One date.
So does he text me back? Or sorry, let's say I text him, but instead of him responding, he'll just call me, or he doesn't text me back or
Doesn't text you at all.
Yeah, but then he calls me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I prefer it. I don't like texting at all.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Audio
I don't wanna
message
text.
even better.
Yeah, even better. Toss in a voice memo. Okay. Flakes on dinner plans consistently.
Oh, consistently.
Yeah.
Well,
You've
no.
tried to set it up because you haven't been on a date with this guy yet. You were like, no.
Yeah. So I set it up and he flakes?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Same in a relationship.
Oh God, that's annoying. Don't be a flake.
Flaky people in general irk me. I just am even girlfriends, anyone you're friends with, stop being flaky.
It's a bad quality. But like the thing is, I will say, like we didn't talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end. Communication is so key. If you're gonna flake or you don't feel good or you just don't feel like going,
That's fine.
tell the person. Tell
Yes.
them I actually don't feel like doing it tonight. I'm sorry. I've had a lot going on and I need some time to be in my head.
Yes. That's different
So
than
chill.
different
Do
than
it.
flaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally different than flaking. I'm saying that'll keep you from being a flaky, flaker, whatever. Okay, hook up only while drunk.
Let's change. So hook up first.
First drunk.
Okay.
For you. Sorry,
Okay,
I
yeah.
should have. I forgot I didn't change that one.
So I think
You were, yeah.
that'll happen. Like I said, I don't really ever have sex with random drunk people, but it does happen, and I think you could still maybe get past that if you're a single person. So I'll answer for most of the single people out there.
For the gals, hooking up only while drunk. That's no.
In a relationship?
No. Yeah. Well, think about it though. Some people
Yeah.
like
Need
if
to
you're
get-
boozing, they need to get loose to do it. I would say like maybe the first few times or mix in a few because that's fun to hook up while you're drunk. But if you're only hooking up while you're drunk, maybe there's an intimacy thing. Maybe there's not a real like intimate connection there.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's my opinion.
you probably need to communicate about sex more because they're probably nervous or
Yeah.
But also sober sex, you guys, feels way better.
Yeah. You're like actually like moving in the right ways.
You can
not like
feel
flopping around.
Yeah, you can feel everything a little better too.
Okay. Only wants to hang out in groups or with his friends or her friends.
Been there. No.
No go at all.
No go.
Not even in the beginning.
I think the first like hangout and you kind of get to know each other, and then I would want him to be like, do you want to go on a date with me? Like I want to take you out, and then I want him to talk to me only,
I like
at
that.
a date in a date setting.
Mm-hmm. if you're not hanging solo with your boy or your girl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's weird. Aren't you guys supposed to be best friends?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are supposed to have a best friend as a partner. That's what it's for. If you're not funny with your partner too, that's another thing. It's like, if you can't be weird around them, then that's kind of scary. Well, because you're fucking weird. Everyone's weird behind closed doors.
Oh yeah. And
we're weird on the mics. Like, think about what you guys are doing behind the closed doors, you freaks.
Yeah. Think of us like behind closed doors. Because Jesus.
Psychos.
But I was going to say the group setting thing in a relationship, it's also, it depends. Like, you could be with your person 24/7. You're always with, maybe there's people always around. You're always with friends. But I think it's quality time. That's what's important.
Make an effort for that.
That's why I feel like the one-on-one, even when you're in a relationship, is so, so important. If it's date night, etc.
Exactly. So, I love that. If he chokes you.
Single versus a relationship, I feel like very different. If it's an initial hookup and you're single and you haven't communicated or talked about it, no. Absolutely not.
Absolutely no. Absolutely no. If you're in a relationship and you've communicated that you like that and they do it, sure, why not? No, for me though, no, gracias. Okay. Stinky junk.
Stinky junk. This is a good one. If you're single and you are maybe getting a little frisky and the other person's single, you better be prepared and you better have showered because we don't want no dirty dick.
Gross.
Ew, I don't like the dirty dick word. I don't like that
either. I'm like, ooh, I'm cringing.
Okay.
In a relationship,
is different, I feel like, in a relationship.
I mean, if you went, I'm trying to think of scenario.
Like,
I have to create a scenario though for it, but you go to the gym. Yeah. You go to the gym and things are getting frisky, but that by then, I mean, like, I hope you just jump in the shower or something.
Well, it's kind of funny because I feel like, do you get a little horny when you work out?
I don't.
Okay. I think it's my coregasm thing going on.
Yeah, I think so too.
But sometimes I'm like, there's something about working out that when I'm done, I'm like, wow, I would love to, if I had a partner, I'd probably get frisky. But yeah, shower.
Good workout. It depends on the workout though. If I have a bad workout and I'm feeling frumpy, then that's no. But like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, jump in the shower if you're going to do this. I don't know. Maybe I'm a clean freak. I don't know.
I have an ex.
Okay.
And all my friends, like, we have nicknames for my exes. I can't say his actual name, obviously, and I've had a few exes, so no one please make assumptions about anyone that I'm saying, but his name was Dirty Dick, insert name. Dirty Dick, Dirty Dick.
Is it for the obvious reason?
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
It was stanky.
Ew. No. God. What the hell, man?
It was not a good relationship.
Sheesh. What the fuck? Okay. I'm moving on to the next one before I throw up. Comments on other girls' pictures.
Oh, comments on other girls' pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when I see a guy I'm talking to commenting on other girls' pictures, even if I'm single and he's single, and even if I'm commenting on other guys' pictures. But, I mean, I guess you do you. Maybe he's like, I don't mind it when he comments and I know she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
weird, I'm like, he supports relationships.
He's so supportive of the relationship.
Whatever. I make the scenario up in my head, but yeah, that's where my head's at.
If he's commenting on people's pictures that are my friends, sure. Like, it's funny. It's like we all comment on each other's pictures.
Can Jordan start commenting on mine? I'm a little salty.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell him. I'll get him
Thanks,
on
Jordan.
If he's commenting on any other girl's photos that I don't know personally as one of his friends, what the fuck? You fucking kidding me? Hell no. Hell to the no. Get out of here, you little player.
What if a girl comments on his?
Depends on what they say. I will say in the beginning, I think somebody commented on his picture that was like
about boating. Can we tell this story?
It was about boating. I forget what happened.
I remember.
I was really mad and I think I blocked it out.
Okay, we got to tell the story.
Okay, there's thirsty thotties for the boat, man.
Yes.
Jordan has a boat. That's great.
Oh,
that's all his. But I was just going to say, is this a different one?
Mm-hmm.
But people do comment on it and they're like, oh my God, wait, are you on the lake? Are you on the lake? I'm like, God.
Jordan, I'm thirsty for the boat. No, but the story I'm thinking of, you guys were still new. So this is very, like, I would do the same thing. But we went into FBI and
FBI mode.
Some bitch...
she's probably a bitch, obviously.
Some bitch commented on his stuff.
I remember this.
And we're like, who is she?
Who the
is
hell
she?
is that?
But you couldn't follow her because he would know or
Yeah.
she would know.
She'd be like,
so
who
I'm
the hell
pretty
is this?
sure I followed her, but it was requested. So we kept checking to see when she
Oh my
would
God,
accept.
I vaguely remember this. And
yeah.
What
And then
ended
I'm
up
pretty
happening?
sure she accepted and then she like wasn't cool or cute. She had a boyfriend. We're like, oh, whatever.
we're like,
but
oh, that was dumb.
use your friends, ladies.
That was dumb. When you like freak out and then you're like, oh my God, I'm sure this is an ex. This is a girl that he's always wanted to hook up with and now she's coming in on his photo. La, la, la. And then you follow her and she's got a boyfriend. You're like,
and I'm pretty sure she said something that wasn't.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah,
no,
it was like a
not
weird comment.
Yeah,
or else we wouldn't have done it.
yeah, I wouldn't have done that if it was just like.
But I was full support.
All
Full
I have
support.
to say is, sometimes that
social
that
media
psycho kicks in with the social media. It's not good. It's not good. No bueno. Okay, let's see. We got a few more of these. Feeling the urge to stalk their profile and feeling like he has threatening girlfriends.
Stalk his profile. Yeah, I mean, I'm a really good creeper when I like someone. This is like how I do it. So I'll find their Instagram and right away, this is weird, I don't go to their normal posts.
Okay.
I click tagged right
that's,
away.
That's how you know what someone actually looks like.
What they actually look like, what they're actually into. Maybe if it's like all fishing, hunting, I'm like, oh, okay. Or if they're always like out partying, or I don't know. It's just kind of cool to see the tag photos first.
Yep.
And then I go to Facebook and look at their Facebook profile pictures.
And then I go to his aunt's profile.
And I'll click their about to see if they're like, if it says anything about where they work, because also important. And sometimes I would love to do LinkedIn, but I'm always afraid that they could check.
Oh yeah, because if you're logged in your own.
So I've had friends look up guys on LinkedIn for me. And one time I looked up a guy on LinkedIn. The one time I did it thinking that maybe they wouldn't notice, because I was really curious about their job. I think it was something that was a little different. And just because I am a creeper. Like, I want to know your social security before I even go on a first date with you. And I looked on LinkedIn and he literally, I didn't even have his number yet. He DM'd me on Instagram and goes,
No.
he goes, did you look at my LinkedIn? I'm like, fuck.
You're like,
Never doing that
my
again.
God, that's uncomfortable.
I think your question was not what I just said.
No, but I mean, we'll take it.
Okay, but I stalk. What? Can you repeat it?
Feeling the urge to stalk their profile and threatening girlfriends.
So I have the urge. I hope people stalk my profile.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's cute. It's cool. And then threatening girlfriends. Yeah, so if I'm like into a guy, maybe he brings me like a party or something.
That's kind of what I'm envisioning.
And like girls are just all up on him. But maybe they're friends, like they're hanging on him. First things first, I befriend the girlfriends.
Okay.
And I'm like, girl, I love your shirt. Oh my God. I'll befriend the friends to make sure that they're not going to make a move on him.
Okay.
Because I'll be like, yeah, I came here with him, blah, blah. But then I know I'm kind of getting a weird like oomph of energy right now. And then I would probably go make some guy friends and also be a little friendly towards them and see if he asks me about it. And then I'll just say, oh, I was just doing what you were doing.
Oh, so you're saying in the instance of like his friends are overly touchy because they're threatening in that way. Yeah. So you'd probably do the like, almost like not a game, but like kind of.
Yeah. If I'm not dating him yet, I'm not going to go right up to him and be like, excuse me, who is this girl hugging you? Like, I gotta.
That would be so intense.
Yeah. Like, you can, like, he brought me to a party to maybe like just hang out and have fun.
Totally.
I can't be that crazy single girl that's already asking him why girls are talking to him. So I would probably go the other way and just start making friends myself. And it is a little bit of a game. Like I said, it's not manipulation. It's just making sure my best foot's forward and I'm showing him that I'm not needy. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. That was a lot to encapsulate. What about you? So what if Jordan had really touchy girlfriends, and I guess he does stalk your social media.
Absolutely no go on that one. Fucking go. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to put up with that shit. I don't care. I'd leave. I don't care. It's not, I don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah. We're going to have to deal with things down the road when we get older, like no matter who we're with. I'm not dealing with that shit right off the bat. If his girlfriend sits on his lap, somebody's, you know what I mean? Like something, whoa, no. And I told Sophie this before the episode. I said, because I've seen this happen before, but at first I'll just look and I'll look at the girl and I'll literally not break eye contact. I'm not kidding. I'll hold it.
I'd be so scared.
I will hold it until they're like kind of awkward, and I'll just hold it. And then I'll have another drink And then I'll approach her and then I'll be like, listen, hi.
Hey, Linda.
No.
Listen, Linda.
No, I think personally, like if I'm thinking in my drunk brain self, if I can dig deep to that level, I'd literally go, what the hell were you doing?
You're very confrontational.
Oh, I am, because I want it done. Because if you do it, then it's over and then we don't ever have to think about it. Because if I don't do it, I have anxiety and I carry it for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So
builds up.
I had to decide one day, I'm like, do I want to just get it over with or do I want to carry it? And I'm like, I just get it over with.
I think that's really good advice. Both of our tactics, because if you're in a relationship, you don't need to go play games and go talk to some other guys.
No,
you got to go right up to him, or hey, by the way, I'm leaving. Enjoy your night.
Yep.
We'll talk later. Let her hang on you. I'm gonna walk out the door.
Yep.
He better fucking follow you, by the way.
Yeah.
And
if
then
he doesn't,
two, yeah, if you're single, I think it's a little different. You can't go up there and get all crazy right away. So
if you're wondering if your person if their head's not in the game, like you shouldn't have to wonder that. Like I just like wish I could help people. I'm like, I see red flags because I've been there and I didn't know how to get out, and or I just was like, well, I wonder if they're in it like I am. Like, oh God, if you think that or you're worried about that and they're not doing what your quote unquote Mr. Right you'd want them to do. Like if you're wasting your time in a relationship with the not Mr. Right, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out now before you're too deep that you feel like you can't leave.
yeah,
Because you can always leave, but that feeling inside.
I have a really good piece of advice for that.
Okay.
Say that one more time. If you don't know if they're in it.
If you don't know if they're in it, then you should get out.
So this is when it comes, if you're dating a guy and things are going like, okay, and you're just a little, if you're confused, he doesn't like you. If you don't know what's going on, you're confused, you're like, I'm not sure, he doesn't like you. You should know.
It's harsh, but you should be able to know. And if you don't know and he's just not using his words, well, then that's not somebody you want to be with either. They've got maturity maturity gap to close.
If he likes
you,
if he likes you, you'll know.
They make a freaking effort. People do. Everybody does when they actually care.
If he likes you, you'll know. If you're confused, he doesn't like you.
Truth be told.
Truth be
Gotta
told.
say it.
All right.
All right.
Is that
I think that's our wrap up.
That was fun. Good,
It was
good job,
fun. See,
Syd.
I wanted it to like kind of be this and that. The other
Yeah.
thing over there. Woo, yeah.
I was a little like nervous because, to be honest, guys, we went into this about 10 minutes before and we're like, here's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Because we wanted to just be a little less,
planned out. We did definitely have to plan out our orgasm one a little bit. Like I said,
we had a
it was the first time talking about kind of a very, sexual topic. So we did want to have, research and some like points that we wanted to come across. So it's kind of fun to have a different side of things for that episode. So if you haven't listened yet, definitely go back. Did your family say anything about it?
No, my mom knows that I talked about it, and I was like, it wasn't raunchy, it wasn't nasty, and Taylor's like, no, I listened, and it wasn't weird at all.
Yeah,
Taylor's not interested in that stuff. Taylor was like, it's just not my like cup of tea yet or anything like that. I'm very like curious of it. Yeah,
did she listen?
Her own time. She listened.
Okay,
she did. She didn't think it was weird at all. She didn't feel weird, so I'm like, hey,
good.
I'll take it. Okay, I have a straight candid story from a male who wrote in, and I just related so hard to this. I feel like I felt so hard for him on this. So I'm just going to read it and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
We felt so hard.
I felt so hard. Okay. Never let me talk like that again. Incredibly long story short, I have been into this girl for years, but she always had a boyfriend. I always respected that. So I never made a move. I come to find out they break up. So I'm like, it's go time. We talk and decide to get drinks. We have a really good time. We end up going back to her place since it was closer to the bar where we were at. I'll spare this really graphic details. Oh, buddy. But it was one of those nights where it wasn't working for us. So I'm laying there in bed like, what the fuck? I just blew my chance with this girl I've been in love with for years, and now she wants nothing to do with me. To top it off, I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I didn't notice her laptop and glasses are on the ground. I step on them. I completely shattered the laptop and her glasses. I end up having to leave because I need to go to the hospital because I got glass in my foot from the glasses. And she ended up never talking to me again. Love your podcast, though. If you ever stop doing it, I'll be upset. # straight candid moment.
Wait, I'm looking him up because I remember. I remember reading this, and I'm pretty sure he gave more details because we sent him.
Let me see.
I think we sent him a voice memo back.
There might be more details right here. Let me read. Okay, so this is the after the fact. So basically we talked for like 2 weeks after that. One night she was eating Chinese food and got a fortune cookie that said something like, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And she took that as she made a mistake leaving her boyfriend and went back to him because of a fucking fortune cookie.
I remember dying laughing.
Oh my God. That is hilarious. Oh, they live at his mom's house now, so he's a real winner. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Oh my God, this guy.
Also, the real reason why we screenshotted this one.
Okay.
So he also says, but yeah, I think that would be a really good conversation to have. Because I sent a voice memo back talking about how he wasn't able to get hard when they were. Is that the same one? Or am I looking at the wrong?
I don't think I read that.
Oh yeah, he said
it wasn't working for you.
It wasn't.
He means he couldn't get hard.
Yeah, so he was drinking and he really liked this girl, right? And so he's trying to impress her. No, he wasn't even nervous. Drunk. It's whiskey dick. Yeah. So he's like, maybe he was nervous too, probably, because he really wanted to impress this girl, and it didn't work. So I think he goes, but yes, because we sent him a voicemail back, and we're like, oh, that's actually a really good conversation to have because guys obviously have this issue. He's like, yeah, I think that would be a good conversation to have. I know every guy goes through that, whether it be alcohol related or just an off night. Mm-hmm. And it can really drain your confidence. It would be interesting to hear a girl's perspective on that issue. So I will say that we'll probably do an episode about like a little bit more about this,
the body of it,
just because I kind of want to have a little more substance before we just whip some conversation out about it. But I just want every guy to know it's a thing. It's okay. You move on. It happens. You're a human. You're not always going to be able to just have a...
Girls are understanding of it. Even when you feel like it's embarrassing or like it's like, oh my God, what do they think? Like whatever. No, like
maybe just focus on her for that night then, you know?
And if she's that shallow or she doesn't like give you the second chance or the benefit of the doubt or like makes you feel weird about it, like buddy, that ain't chill either.
Yes.
Not a nice girl. Get out of that. Okay, what is your, is it a straight candid moment or is it advice?
I had an advice one, but I think we kind of covered it in Hot Girl Summer Tips.
I was going to say, we had a lot.
Because it was kind of about my friend. It's literally screenshots from one of my girlfriends who's getting advice from me because she put all of her eggs in one guy's basket.
Oh, no.
And he was being a dick to her and she was really hurt about it. So I kind of was telling her that he's probably a dick and probably has a girlfriend. And uses Snap because he only Snapchatted texted her.
No.
He lived across the country. It was just a really sketchy in general. So I was trying to like be like, just you have to think of the worst. And I know that's bad, but I didn't want her to get her hopes up.
Yeah.
And then I said to her, don't say sorry, because she was sorry that she kept like texting him right away.
Oh,
I said, you're not an idiot. You just have to remember that you're a catch and you don't deserve a guy who half-asses shit. When you are confident in yourself and realize how fucking awesome you are, you'll realize that it's easier to not get so invested in a stupid dude. Work on confidence and being content with yourself, because that's when you start to attract real men.
Yep.
There's an energy there that guys can feel confidence, not fake confidence, real confidence. You don't need them, so they end up wanting you.
Boom. Goes the dynamite.
We kind of talked about that.
Yeah, we did. We did cover that.
I do have a straight candid moment. It actually, I think this girl sent this in today, and it just made me chuckle a little bit.
Ready?
I was just chuckling because it's something. The reason why I chuckled, Syd, is because
Syd, the reason why I did this, Soph, is
because I pictured this being me and you.
Oh, I'm excited now. Putting my laptop over here.
She goes, hey, I was at Slim's. Also, I know some of you aren't from Minneapolis. When we say Slim's and Jack's, it's just like a dinky bar here in Minneapolis. So she was
the poppin' bar though right now because it's anyway, it doesn't matter.
She was at Slim's and she goes, well, at bar close, we didn't want to pay for an Uber back home, so we had a brilliant idea to ask one of those biker dudes gangs outside if any of them would give us a ride home. You know, the bikes that you sit on the back of the bench and they pedal you home.
Those guys or or a biker gang like?
No, sorry, like a biker outside if any of them would give us a ride home, like the pedaling bikes.
Are you sure that that's what she means, or do you think she meant like a biker gang? Because usually when you say biker gang, you think like a motorcycle biker.
You're reading my story, but you might be right.
Sorry.
Let me reread it.
Okay, read it. Just read it, and because then we can decide.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at bar close, we didn't want to pay for an Uber back home, so we had a brilliant idea to ask the biker gang outside if any of them would give us a ride home. 2 of them said yes, and we hop on the back of their bikes. Oh, you're definitely right.
Motorcycle.
We hop on their back of their bikes. Still, this is funny. And they drive us home and we invite them in and proceed to hang out with them until the next morning. Still the wildest, craziest thing either one of us has done. And then I sent a voicemail back. I'm like, wait. That's the only details I get.
Yeah,
I was like,
give
me more.
than
What
that.
happens when they walked inside? She goes, haha, I know, right? Only in Minnesota would you think that it's totally normal and fine to invite 2 biker dudes in at 2 a.m.
So bad.
So yeah, there were a few other of our girlfriends back there already. And we showed up with these guys in their bikes and we were all hanging out. They're super nice. I made out with one of them, but that's it. But it gets better. Turns out the guy that I made out with had just gotten out of jail. It got brought up and I had no freaking clue, but I thought that was funny.
Oh man, that's tough.
But I'll be honest.
Oh man,
I did think it. You know, the guy said
you were thinking of the guy that bikes and you're going up a hill and he's up on his pedals, like he's in a Soul Cycle class.
The people that bike around Minneapolis and they have the little carts in the back and you can hop on.
Because those guys are fun.
Because I've done that before.
Either way, what if she was inviting in the what's it called, Hell's Angels? Shit.
Yeah, it's even a little. It is pretty.
A little sketchy, but I think it honestly is hilarious. God dang it. Whew, that's a wrap, you guys. I made it through with my little cloudy brain.
Yeah, you did great, girl.
Oh my God. And you like how I'm wearing a tank top with my band-aid showing? Yeah. I saw this funny video of like influencers that like get back from the hospital. She's like, yeah, I'm like just got back from the hospital. Turns out I thought I cut my arm off, but I just needed a band-aid. like one of those.
Or like, yeah, like I got my COVID vaccine because I'm just such an influencer.
I just am. Anyway, we did it.
We did it. That was I feel like that was kind of long. Was
it? Was it?
How long was that, Kai?
We're over an hour.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Well, then let's wrap it up. You guys, thanks for listening. As always, thank you. Please go rate, review, and like. We're going to keep saying it, so you keep doing it. Go follow us on YouTube.
Go follow us on Instagram at Straight Candid Podcast.
And thanks to the Back Pocket for producing our podcast. Okay, everybody. Enjoy your Thursday night or whenever you're listening to this. Enjoy the warm weather because it's getting warm out.
And see you on Saturday.
10:30 a.m. Go sign up in a link in bio.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. No, you don't do that.
You don't do that, you little band-aid.
What am I about to say? Do you have a guess?
Here?
What would I say right now? Just because we just finished the podcast. What am I about to say?
I'm sweaty. Syd is. Oh, I could feel the heat radiating off of the couch.
I have like an issue. They told me I do, and it's like
no. The couch is hot.
Issue, like,
moist.
Yeah,
she's moist.
Oh no, I wrinkled it. Hey.